You already know who it is. We're back. It's the football pull-up. It's myself, King Joes, and we got the amazing, the wonderful, the greatest Arsenal fan here,
Relax.
the Podfather. How you
No,
doing?
no, listen, I'm the greatest salesman. I'm here to sell you fake goods. You know what I'm saying?
So, guys, we're gonna get straight into it. And again, if you like our previous content, make sure you like and share, subscribe, all of that. But we're gonna talk about some of the weird transfers that are going on this week. It looks like Kai Havertz allegedly has agreed to go to Arsenal. So obviously you got the best couple. I'm an Arsenal fan. He's a Chelsea fan. We're going to give our perspectives. I'm going to start with you. What do you think about Kai Havertz going to Arsenal up to 60 million? Do you want him out? Do you want to keep him? What's your thoughts about him being a rival?
60 million is a great deal for us. I think you guys are getting a little bit played on that amount. Yeah, I mean, I think you could probably get him for like 45, 50 max if
50 million, that's what I think.
but at the end of the day, he is 24, 23, 24 German international Champions League winner. Yeah, I mean, so maybe that marks up the value a little bit. I still think that he's a good player. I'm not one of those that all of a sudden he's going now. I don't say he's trash or whatever. I've always liked him as a player, but he never lived up to the guy I thought he was going to be or what was sold to us. They were talking like Zidane regen, new Balak. Yeah, I mean like crazy high ceiling when it came to us. I was super excited about the transfer when it happened or whatever. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't work out. But the thing is, if you ask me to put a bet, will he be a success to you guys? I say yes. That's the funny thing. If you ask me, will he be a success? I'll say yes. But does that mean that we should feel bad about selling him to a rival or selling him to you guys? No, because it's not like a De Bruyne and Salah situation. He's been here 3 years. We've seen him. Yeah, we give him the opportunity. It's not like De Bruyne where we hardly saw play or Salah that was there for 6 months or whatever and then just goes.
Lukaku.
So yes, I actually think he'll be a good signing for you guys. I don't know if it's what you need right now, 100%. But
I'm gonna have to stop you there because I'm gonna be. Let me be subjective right now. Let's be subjective in it. I'm gonna be subjective before I'm objective in it. I don't want him.
he's not gonna be
I don't want him. I don't want him at the club. I don't want nothing to do. I don't want to pay 60 mil for him. I don't want to give him 200 grand a week. I don't want to see him on my pitch. I don't want him playing this number 10. I want to play up front. My subjective reasoning is
9.5. 9.5.
No. My subjective is
£9.50.
Yeah,
£9.50.
my subjective reasoning, my subjectivity for not wanting him, I'm not even doing it from Arteta's point of view. I've seen him for years. I don't rate him. I think he's one of those players that goes in that sort of range where there's a certain type of player where when you talk about them, it's very easy to talk about the player, around the player, and you can make them sound good. I'll give you an example. Let me name this player, and you guess who it is, and tell me if he's as good as his profile sounds. Champions League winner. Yeah, Champions League winner. Was it FA Cup finalist? Yeah, Euro finalist, World Cup attender, England international. Yeah, scored double figures of goal and assists in the Premier League over a season. Under 25 years old. Yeah. Sounds like an amazing player. That's Mason Mount. That's his profile. I'm not saying he's bad or whatever, but I'm just saying a profile can make a player sound a lot better than the player actually is. So from a profile point of view, Havertz sounds like an amazing player, from a profile point of view. But I think Arsenal need a goal scorer. And from what I've seen in the Premier League, he's not a goal scorer. He's very a jack of all trades, but master of nothing. He seems very scared in front of the goal. He seems like he's overwhelmed. He seems like he's not ready. And he seems like something we don't need. Now, from an objective point of view, from Arteta obviously has a profile. He loves left-footed players. He loves players that seem decent on the ball. He loves hard workers. Havertz is all of that. Havertz is a super hard worker. He's a bit tall. He's massively taller than any rest of our attackers. So he looks a bit different to what we've got. And he's not bad at holding up the ball. So I can understand why he wants him. Because he thinks he's something different to what we got. He's obsessed with versatile, hard-working, left-footed players. So he wants him for those reasons. And he believes that he can turn him into the Bayer Leverkusen Havertz that he was before. Now, before I let you go back, the reason why I give Havertz Bell is because I don't want him. But to be fair to Arteta, the majority of the players that he has signed have been better than what we predicted them to be. Ramsdale, White, Odegaard, Zinchenko, Jesus when he has played. So the majority of the signings he's made, he's actually. So from that point of view, I will give him Bell. But me personally, subjectively, I don't want him at all. I don't think he's worth the money. I don't think he's worth the wages. So yeah.
I was just gonna say, uh, like in comparison to Odegaard or whatever, yeah.
Mhm.
How old was Odegaard when you signed him? 23, 24?
20, 22, 23, 22,
Yeah.
23.
So
Yeah.
so him and Havertz probably has better stats, more experience, yeah. And you saw how
Are you
inconsistent.
including Bayer Leverkusen?
Yeah, but of
Okay,
course,
yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't first
yeah.
division. People like talk like that was a million years ago and like first division football. And that's high level football in Germany and Europa League and also his stats for Germany very good as well. Yeah, stats for them almost
So
every game.
this is the only thing I'd say is what concerns me is that I think Arsenal need a winger, right winger, in terms of attack to give Saka some competition, and we need a striker to score goals. Odegaard also needs competition in the number 10. So there's three positions there. Now, the issue that I have is that I haven't heard Arteta come out with a press conference to let us know what he thinks of this Havertz, what he thinks his main position is, whether he's going to fight for Jesus, Saka, Odegaard, whether he thinks he's going to. So I need to see that press conference. But you, as a Chelsea guy who's watched him for 3 years and has watched this new Arsenal team, you look at the Arsenal team. First, do you think he's a starter? If he is, where do you think he'll play? If he's not a starter, where do you think the majority of the time he's looking to fight or fit into that team?
Uh, I, it's tough. I've heard reports that he's going to be a backup to Jesus, which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Why are you paying 60, 70
16
million for
million.
a guy and then paying 200K a week to be a backup to Jesus? So
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy that. Or else he's thinking he doesn't really believe in Jesus the way he did the first season. Maybe he's thinking, oh, this guy's eventually going to replace Jesus. Or I might move Jesus to the right to battle Saka and play Havertz up front, or Jesus on the left with Martinelli to battle it out there.
Yeah.
Me personally, I see him more as an 8/10. So I would play him actually next to like almost like the way Man City would do Kevin and David Silva. Yes, you'd see Odegaard and Havertz as twin eights behind the forward line. The only problem in that is that probably defensively you lose out a bit. You know what I mean? And if you bring in Rice, then you can't fit a Pate in it. You know what I'm saying? So then it's just is it been balanced or whatever. But yeah, I see him as an 8, either an 8 or a 10. That's the way I see him. And sometimes also playing on the right, actually, because he's actually quite good with his right and cutting with his left foot or whatever. I don't see him challenging Saka, but he can be like an alternative when Saka's injured and stuff. But I was going to say on the right, you probably have Reece Nelson who can play there.
Yeah.
Trossard
who fits in every now and again, but he's not.
Yeah, I don't know how this affects Emil as well. You know, what was he thinking in terms of a positioning or whatever? Trossard, can he play right as well as left? I don't know. Like Jesus can play on the right. We've seen him play for Man City loads of times.
Yeah,
can play on the left. Yeah, he can play up front. So that's something I don't know if that need for right wingers. You can say, let's just wait till next year. We'll get right. Let's get our midfield sorted out. Let's get maybe defensive cover sorted out, like we didn't have when Saliba got injured. I feel like those are more priorities for you than a striker or even a right winger, because you have so many best players that can all play across the line.
Okay.
So
okay, all right. So
I just heard a very interesting one. So there's a guy called Florian Plattenberg on Twitter. It's like tier 1 for like German whatever. And he says Kyle Walker to Bayern.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. So I've heard I heard Kyle Walker to Sheffield United, and I heard him to Bayern. I thought Sheffield United never, because it's not the end of his career yet, so I don't know why he'd want to go there. Obviously, why he'd want to go to them right now.
Saudi.
Huh?
Why he wants to go where?
Sheffield United, because I heard Sheffield United.
Bayern way more.
Obviously, Bayern don't want Cancelo, so that makes sense. I feel like from Man City,
don't want Cancelo, so that's gonna be crazy.
What is it?
I said City don't want Cancelo, so they have to sell him as well.
I feel that's quite concerning, because it's interesting to me, because I think Kyle Walker's a massive part of the Man City squad. Even if Pep doesn't use him as much, I think he's massive. Also, I believe that it strengthens Bayern Munich. But I'm shocked that more Premier League teams didn't get him. I thought, Tottenham made a cheeky bid, say, why don't we bring him back for a season? Or, someone else come in and said, maybe we take him.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think only because
I'll be real with you. The issue that we've had with Tomiyasu being injury prone I would have gone for Kyle Walker for a season. I would have gone for him and said, sign him on a 2-year contract. He's still, for me, he's still as quick as he's ever been. He's strong. He's won multiple leagues. He's more of a leader than most of the players that we've got in our team. I would have gone for him for 2 years. The only teams if I was Liverpool, I'd inquire into getting him for a year and say, let him back him up to, thing. He can play part of the free as well. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised Tottenham haven't gone for him. That was the biggest shock I'm surprised by. But Bayern Munich, it just.
I think a club like Bayern, if I'm him, would really interest me. Like what Bundesliga, maybe even challenge for Champions League. Just something totally different to where I've been and what I'm used to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The cheeky one I heard was quickly to just go on this before we go on the next point. I heard that Sanchez wanted to come back to Arsenal, and allegedly, just a quick one, he had a phone call with Arteta, who Arteta told him directly, like, we have no interest in you. You have no place in our team. We can't use you. Because if people don't realize, Sanchez scored 15 goals in League One this season, so he had a very good season for a 34-year-old. But the guy,
I used to watch him at Inter, and I thought there was still a player in there. And I think we're just lucky, like 4 strikers. Even just 2 years ago, when it was at Inter.
No, what I would say about
Sanchez, when they won the league on that Conte, he played, innit?
What I'd say about Sanchez, the biggest problem is in League One is that Lacazette scoring 20-something goals killed it for everybody else in that league.